Matt, what do we got on deck today?
Melvin, today we have a sad goodbye. We have BDE.
Oh.
We have the first ever fast food hotel. And we also have Netflix copying someone.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Matty and Melvin Show, episode 3.
Woo!
We're excited to have you guys back. Thank you to all our loyal followers for tuning in again.
Respect.
Matt, what's our first story today?
Respect. First story today, as many of you out there may have seen, on Monday, Apple announced that our dear friend iTunes would be slowly phasing out.
Oh.
In its place is going to be, if you go on your iPhone now, you've already seen this, the music app, the TV app, and the podcast app, right? Reasoning for this is Apple is getting away from using iTunes. It's become convoluted, and they want to focus more on subscription models like competitors Spotify and Pandora. Jack Kent, analyst for IHS Markit, says for Apple's own business, it marks the strategic shift away from central hardware focus to a business in which subscription content and services are increasingly important for margin and revenues. Like I said, a lot of competitors are doing this. They even listed an additional stat in here as well that subscription revenue accounted for more than 80% of online music and video revenue in 2018 compared to 2008 when it was just 10%. So it's a shift for Apple to make more money. So with that said, I think we should pour one out for iTunes. iTunes absolutely revolutionized music. Back then, it was Napster, then it was LimeWire, and waiting 2 years for Nelly Hot in Here to download, only to have it be something completely different.
With the voiceovers.
Like the voiceovers, yeah, something weird. Your computer would crash, so on and so forth. And then came along iTunes, which simplified everything. Unfortunately, it's going bye-bye, but you can still find a lot of the similar features that were in iTunes in music and in the TV app in terms of buying music or buying shows or videos. So, adios iTunes.
Adios, iTunes.
Melvin, what's up next?
Well, in other news, literally not related to tech, media, or the digital world.
But it's delicious.
But it's still great news. Your favorite post-bar fast food joint is coming to a hotel near you. That's right, Taco Bell is opening up its own resort in Palm Springs in August. So a select number of superfans will be able to enjoy this. You have to reserve a room online if you get selected. But the reason that they're doing this is because Taco Bell is moving to a lifestyle brand. So they're not just going to be a fast food restaurant. They're diving into anything there is to broaden their service base.
Melvin, I have one question. Have they mentioned anything about the plumbing at the hotel? All right, moving on.
So anyways, the hotel will be fully equipped with a gift shop, a Taco Bell themed nail salon, and a Taco Bell themed hair salon, which I don't know what that looks like, but stay tuned. We may have more information for you. And obviously all the Taco Bell you could think of, which sounds disgusting, but I don't know. Do you like Taco Bell?
I love Taco Bell. The Taco Bell where I went to school in San Luis Obispo was actually the highest revenue generating Taco Bell in California and the third highest in America, because at 2 a.m. you would see everyone and their mother at that time. I mean that. Mothers were there too at that Taco Bell.
But honestly, if you eat Taco Bell before 2 a.m., you are a monster. So
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. What's next?
So coming up next, we got BDE, also known as Big Diplomacy Energy. For a long time now, the government and regulators have been trying to find a way to regulate big tech, right? So for a long time, like I said, that's been up in the air. What are we going to do? Decisions. So earlier this week on Monday, that chatter for the first time turned into action. Long story short, the Justice Department is going to, has opened up an anti-probe case against Google and Apple for a variety of different things, looking into whether they are unfair for competitors, going after them for a variety, not going
Data
after, but I
breaches.
mean just at least opening the door to start looking at it, right? Because for a long time there hadn't been much regulation there. And for once, for a start, there's going to be now. So with that being said, it's still very early on in this, but it does kind of look like the days of just ridiculous, unfettered technology growth for these tech companies may be coming to an end. But you never know. Things get murky with the government. And with these big tech companies, they got a lot of money and a lot of lawyers. And we'll see what happens. Interesting quote, though, from a report that was just released by D.A. Davidson, states that governments are also realizing the dangers of allowing a few tech titans to have such an enormous influence on consumers' day-to-day lives, including not only Amazon, but also Apple, Facebook, and Google. And the potential for regulatory disruption is increasing by the day. So governments are going to start looking a little bit closer. You know, they don't like to let things grow without them having control over it. This reminds me of the best president. We're not a political show. The best president ever, Teddy Roosevelt, big stick policy. If you don't know it, look it up because it's coming back.
Don't know it.
It's all right, Mel, look it up. There's Google.
Well, let's hope that these hearings are less painful than Zuckerberg's hearings, because those I couldn't even watch.
Phenomenal TV.
Phenomenal.
Riveting. What's up next, Melvin?
Next up, Netflix's mobile app is getting a makeover. They are taking a page out of Instagram's book and trying a new feed for Netflix's online app. What this is going to show is not only a video that plays automatically. So you know how on Netflix it shows the trailer starts when you scroll through. It's going to do that on the app, but also it's going to have the same feature that Instagram has with the horizontal swipe of photos and give you a little gallery to show you a little preview of what you're about to watch. So that's coming. Obviously, it's in testing right now, so we'll see if people like it. But the main point of it, they said, is because they want people to be able to share Netflix shows a lot easier, be able to share it to different social media sites. So
You could have used that the other night.
I know. If you have any Netflix recommendations, please write a comment below.
She needs Netflix
need
recommendations. I said Sherlock. It's a phenomenal show. If you haven't seen it out there, please watch it. She ignored me on that comment.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the last thing you have for us today?
Today's episode is brought to you by FC Goods. So these are wallets made from premium steer hide leather, as well as vintage baseball glove leather that has been sourced from around the country. It is a perfect gift for Father's Day, and for any dad who has an old, boring, bland wallet and wants to upgrade. Right, it's a great conversation piece, and they're really awesome and very aesthetically pleasing. So if you're interested in finding out more about this, go to fcgoods.com. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns for us, Netflix shows for Mel, any requests that you would like to see on the show, if you want any guest appearances, comment below.
Also,
and let us know.
I'm wearing this Giants hat, but I actually don't give a shit about baseball. So nobody say anything to me.
Go Angels.
See you next episode.
See you, everyone.